Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 17 Ultimate Team player review. Let's take a look at one of the cheaper and more overpowered looking FUT birthday items, Emmanuel Emenike. So of course, the Nigerian striker plays his football in the Turkish league now, and he's been given an 84 rated item, 91 pace, 80 dribbling, 82 shooting and 84 physical, 6 foot tall, high-low work rates, 3-star skill moves and a nice 4-star weak foot. So I've got a couple of different squads that you could try this beast in, and the first one is a bit of a mix between the Turkish League, the Bundesliga and the Premier League as well, where he plays as a lone striker in the 4-3-3 fourth variant. However, I used him up front with another old school FUT birthday beast that is Wellington, and I played it in a nice hybrid side, again Turkish League and Premier League this time, and I've got to say, they performed really well as a duo up front and scored a lot of goals. So when we move on into the in-game stats of Emenike, obviously it's the pace stat that you're looking at. You're seeing good stuff in the shooting department, and also the physical. You're noticing that great strength stat right there. Even on basic chemistry style, he's got 95 strength, which is absolutely phenomenal. I decided today to use the sniper chemistry style because I was already happy with his 90 overall strength, and I thought we definitely needed to try and boost the dribbling and shooting stats as much as possible, and as you can see, he goes up to 91 pace, 89 dribbling and 90 shooting. Very, very solid stats right there. So moving on into the pros and cons for the player. We'll get the negatives out of the way first, and there are a couple that we need to talk about. He is one of the cheaper strikers on this game, so I wasn't expecting the world. You know, there's a reason why he's not super expensive like maybe the likes of Samuel Eto'o, for example. Stamina was definitely an issue with this guy. I noticed from around the 75th minute that he just felt a little bit clunkier, a little bit slower, and not quite on the pace like he is for, like, especially the first half of the game, for instance. Nice back heel goal there, though. Really solid finish. His skill moves is, well, they're another area of negativity, really. Only 3-star. You can do the likes of roulettes and stuff, but that's about it. Lacking versatility in that department for sure. And then just composure in front of goal. You're seeing a lot of the goals go in here, which are almost like a second stab at the cherry, where he takes the shot, the goalkeeper saves it, and then he just has to tap it in to end up actually finishing the ball. And I would say that happened quite a lot of times. It took me slightly more shots than I would have hoped for him to score the amount of goals that he did. So he would earn himself quite a few chances in a game, but you know, actually finishing those chances, well, not as clinical as I might have hoped for, or that you definitely get in some of the higher rated players on this game. But moving on into the pros, because we did score a lot of goals with him, so it's definitely not a negative review. His sprint speed is awesome. Not so quick off the get-go from his acceleration, but once this 6 foot tall, 90 strength player gets going, it is so very difficult to stop him on a run. It's pretty crazy. I was very impressed with his ball control and dribbling, and I think a lot of that was down to the sniper chemistry style helping us out somewhat there, boosting the stats in those departments. But it's his positioning that's probably one of the best stats about him. He is a good striker with nice work rates, meaning that he's literally going to do his best to run off that last shoulder of the defender, really in attacking positions all the time, should I say, and not someone that hangs back and you're sort of wondering, where's my striker gone? He's definitely not that. We touched on it earlier, but Emenike is super, super strong. There were so many goals that I scored, which were helped out by the fact that I held off the initial defender with strength. So I think he earns himself more opportunities because of his high strength stat for sure. He is decent in the air, alright jumping, good heading ability as well, so you could probably whip the ball up from a goal kick or even at the near post from corners and stuff, and every now and again Emenike is going to score you a nice header or at least win the aerial battle anyway. And then my final positive about this guy, He can finish the ball decently. Like I said, I had some slight clinical finishing issues sometimes. But one thing he does get behind his shots is an awful lot of power. He is a very powerful, very strong player. So I was expecting his shots to be quite strong. And when you hit them low drivens, they're powerful enough that they go past the keeper a lot of the time. So overall, I think we've got a bit of a gem here, to be fair. Someone that isn't going to break the bank and is a good option in a Turkish league side. Hopefully you guys are able to hybrid off so you can get a nice strong team all together. But I definitely recommend Emenike. He's been a fun player to use. A nice throwback blast from the past. Overpowered player, you could say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.